Luka, you had the hot start, especially from three, and then in the second half, what did you see from your teammates kind of to start that fourth quarter? LeBron and AR, opening the game up a little bit before you checked in and joined them there to put it away.
Yeah, I think we played a great game. I think they were hitting a lot of shots, especially in the first half. I think our fourth-quarter defense was great, better than all three quarters. So to close it out, it means a lot.
Do you volunteer to pay Jackson's technical fine of the?
I got it. I told him right away.
Yeah, but that aside, but do you appreciate that kind of? You guys have obviously had good camaraderie throughout the season.
Of course, I appreciate it. I told him right away, thanks for having my back, and that says a lot about him. That says a lot about this team. So everybody got each other's back.
Luka, with tonight's win, you guys clinched your group for the NBA Cup, advanced to the knockout round. This is the third year of the tournament. How have you seen that inspire or create even extra motivation this time of year? Even Jaxson told us this morning, you guys secured, I think it was at least $53K. How have you seen the tournament, I guess, inspire at this point in the season?
I mean, obviously, I'll accept money. So, that's easy, but I never got it more than, I think I never got past the group stage, so something new for me. I played it in Spain, something like this, so I like it. Just the courts, please. It's just slippery, it's dangerous.
Could you tell pregame that you thought the court was?
Yeah.
It wasn't a decal though, right? It was for whatever reason. It was.
I don't know. It was just I slept a lot of times, and you could see like a lot of players slip, and that's dangerous, man.
Yeah. Getting back to the play where Jaxson kind of had your back, you and Chris Dunn have had some history, I guess you could say. What do you think sparked the exchange you had today?
Well, I was waiting for the rebound. I got a cheap shot, in my back. So I'm not gonna just stand. I ain't afraid of nobody. I'm just gonna stand and let it go. The ref was right there. I don't understand how we couldn't call a foul on that one. But that's what the game is about. Sometimes it's gonna get physical. There's a lot of trash talking. I live for that, so I love it.
Luka, kind of two questions quick. Was the court the other in-season tournament courts that you've played in, were those slippery as well, or was it specifically this one tonight?
Oh, I don't remember. I think it's just new courts, so it's kind of tough too. And it's playing some games to control,
Yeah. Tonight, really, we've spent a lot of time talking about what it could look like when LeBron is back and you and Austin are on the court and all that stuff. It felt like tonight that kind of each of you guys had a stretch of the game that you guys dominated. What did you kind of think of the way the three of you together were able to attack the Clippers defense?
I honestly think we did great. I think we scored 120 points, something like that. But, just trying to read the defense. I know at some point they're going to start blitzing me. So just play out of that. I think Jaxson did a great part in playing in the short roll. LeBron was aggressive in the second half. AR was aggressive. And I think we just, with each other pick our momentums and go at it.
Luka, your averages against the Clippers are like your career high. What is it about the Clippers that brings out, I guess, your best?
No, I think we just met a lot of times in the playoffs. They beat me the first two times, so I don't know what it is, but I guess I like it.
Čau, Luka. Živijo. Ne bo to vprašanje nek presežek, ampak vseeno mi povej, nismo še v slovenščini te slišali govoriti, odkar si tukaj zdaj res se ustalil, si doma, nasmejan do ušes, fantastično igraš. Daj nam malo povej o tem, kako to doživljaš, kako ti to gre.
V redu. Kot sem rekel, nikoli še nisem živel ob morju, tako da to je ena res lepih stvar. Vreme je super, plaža. Kaj rečem, imam stanovanje, mislim hišo, tako da sem se kar lepo ustanovil.
That's tough. I won't ask you about that. Luka was just discussing, how he appreciated Jaxson obviously coming over and having us back there. When Chris Dunn and Luka were getting into it, you've talked about the team spirit and chemistry and all that. Do you see things like that as meaningful in an NBA season?
Yeah, I mean, we highlight that stuff to our guys all the time, whether it's celebrating a guy making a shot. We had a great clip from Milwaukee. Nick Smith makes a three. Maxey celebrating on the court. Our bench celebrations. Guy falls down after a foul. It happened tonight. Multiple guys running over to pick guys up. Again, we're not saying you have to do that. We're not saying those are not requirements, but that's typically guys show their cards and show their hands whether or not they like each other. And tonight was another example of that.
To be able to start a fourth quarter, with players of kind of Reaves and LeBron's caliber and how well they play together, what did you see from that duo tonight, and how do you feel like that helped kind of stretch out the lead and put them away?
Thought tonight was a great game for all three of those guys. Luka getting going early and establishing himself. LeBron and AR staying patient within that, being very efficient in that first half within that onslaught that Luka had, knowing that there's going to be adjustments made, knowing that there's going to be that stretch where he's off the floor. And then those guys, I thought that group to start the fourth quarter, and then when Jaxson was out there with Luka, that execution offensively was high level. Jaxson made multiple pocket decisions against the blitz. Every type of read you can make, rim, corner cut, slot, like he was threw the lob to Rui. So it just a high level game from him.
Luka expressed some concern about the court afterwards with us, not aesthetically, but functionality wise. He thought that it was leading to him slipping, other players slipping. Did you get any of that feedback throughout the game? And let's say, I think you'll be playing on the court on Friday and then potentially hosting a game here on that court. What can be done between now and those contests?
Yeah, I mean, we'll look at it. I noticed that the guys were slipping, but I also noticed that guys were falling prior to that. So I don't know if the court – sometimes courts just don't dry well when there's condensation on it. I wish I had the White Goodman quote about sweating right now from dodgeball, but I don't. Otherwise, I'd use it. But yeah, we'll take a look at it.
Luka's career average against the Clippers is his best against any team in the West. Why do you think that is? What do you think's going into that? Because even when he made 3-point shots, he was glaring back at their bench.
Well, every player has to have a career high against some team. So I mean, if you look at any NBA player, there's a team they have a career high average against. I don't know if there's an explanation for it or not.
When we spoke with Jaxson this morning, I mean, he mentioned that you guys went tonight. Not only you get to advance the knockout round, but you do guarantee the players guarantee themselves a certain amount of money of the prize pool. Whether it's as a broadcaster previously or as a coach now, how has your experience with the NBA with this tournament evolved or changed in terms of what it means for the league and what it can do for the players?
I really enjoyed it as a broadcaster, covering it, talking about it. Didn't get an opportunity to compete for the Cup last year, so we're excited. I mean, $53,000 is a lot of money. It just is. So I'm sure there's some extra motivation. Coaches do get to split a share. I think the head coach might get a full share. I don't know. So it's motivation for sure.
Jaxson, Luka did say that he quickly told you that he's got the fine covered. Can you confirm that?
Yeah, he said he got me. He definitely said he got me. Yeah, I mean, I just didn't like the way he shoved Luka, so I'm gonna do something about it.
Yeah, JJ said that they bring it up in film. It doesn't necessarily have to be a negative like that. It could be somebody cheering for a teammate. But it just have you felt a lot of that this year so far to this point?
For sure. I feel a lot of camaraderie with this team, and I feel like we're all very together, and we're all really close. So I mean, we all want to protect each other.
JJ also mentioned some of the playmaking that you had in the short roll and kind of all kinds of. There was a read where you kicked out to the corner. You had an alley-oop. A couple others. You put the ball on the floor. Can you just take us through the evolution of your game in that position and how that keyed tonight?
I mean, I just try to do my job. When they're in a drop, I try to roll as quick as possible, get out of there. And when they start blitzing Luka, I know I got a short roll and then just play make out of there because I know most likely teams are going to be pulled in because they don't want me to get a free dunk. So I got to just make my reads from there. And then if they're not pulled in, then I get a free dunk. If not, I kick out for a three or a lob.
Obviously, tonight's LeBron's third game back since returning. Make his season debut. This is the best we've seen the trio, Luka, Austin, and LeBron, play together. What can this team be, as they continue to as those three continue to find rhythm with one another, chemistry with one another, especially offensively?
I mean, this team, I feel like we all know what this team can be. We're a very skilled and talented team. We're just trying to grow and get better every day. So, I mean, it's just all part of the growing pains of the season.
That's when Luka gets going like that in the first quarter. What's it like for the rest of you guys watching him? Are you just watching, or are you trying to get involved in it? What do you guys do?
I let him do his thing, man. I mean, no one can stop him. So I mean, I feel like it's our job just to keep getting him those shots and keep getting them open and making reads so that he can keep getting those shots. Because if he keeps doing that, we're gonna win. So.
Hey Jackson, Zubac came in off of his last game. We had 38 and 13. You guys kind of took him away tonight. Only 10 points. What were you guys able to do to make it tough for him?
I mean, everyone was just coming down. We were doubling him every time I got the ball on the post and sandwiching him on those O rebounds just because, I think he leads the league in O rebounds right now. And Zuby's just a really skilled and big guy. So, I mean, it's really hard to guard. But, I mean, everyone came down and helped me out with that today. So.
Jaxson, whether you're starting or coming off the bench, your defensive energy has really made a big impact there. Just kind of how would you kind of sum up the way where this team's defense is, to start this season?
I feel like there's always room for improvement. Right now, I feel like we're all just flying around making plays and just trying to cover for each other. And I feel like we have our nights when we have good defenses, and then we have our nights when we have our lapses. But I feel like it's all part of the growing pains of the season. I feel like we're just getting stronger and getting better and getting more connected.
Jaxson, how can the Lakers playing in the quarterfinal game in an elimination setting help this team long term?
I mean, it just prepares you for those big game moments. So, I mean, we just got to stay locked in, yeah.
Hey, Hayes, so Luka talked about the floor today, and how did you feel, and then what's something that you did maybe help you to stay in the game?
You said the floor?
He said the floor is slippery.
Oh, yeah, the floor was definitely slippery today. I was slipping all over the floor today. But, shoot, you just got control what you could control, man. So, I mean, yeah.
LeBron, before we kind of get into parts of the game, last post-game show you kind of mentioned first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter, jokingly, that you kind of asked, to be taken out. How was your win this game? It looked like you felt great out there.
Getting better. It's getting better. And I stated it will get better every game, and today was another testament to that. So great win for us, but I'm starting to feel better and better.
You guys shot, 57% from the field, 45% from three. If you look at you three, you guys combined for 99 points. The rest of the team, a lot of contributions. What was working for you guys out there?
Just sharing the ball, moving the ball. Everybody's in a good rhythm, obviously. Luka got it going early, kind of set the tone what was going to be offensively, and then we just followed that train.
What was the key to that fourth quarter? It looked like defensively you guys tightened it up a little bit.
No, you just said it. Defensively, in order for us to be as great as we want to be, we got to defend. We got to get multiple stops in a row. We know what we can do offensively, but defensively is going to be our staple, and we showcased that in the fourth.
LeBron, you guys are going to be able to play off of one another. When I say you guys, I mean Luka, yourself, Austin, but it felt like at different stretches of the game, you guys were each able to kind of dominate it. Luka had the first quarter, the start of the fourth, and then Austin kind of the midway part of the fourth quarter. If you were trying to guard your team, like how do you attack a group that's so good offensively, individually?
I don't have an answer for that. I actually do, but I'm not giving that. I'm not giving that intel out. I just think we're just three guys that just want to see the team be successful, and we just try to play off one another. Always just trying to stay in the rhythm, trying to stay in attack mode, and it's the most important. We have the most responsibility as far as obviously Luka and AR, myself, is to make sure everybody else stays in rhythm, and we make sure we get our guys involved as well offensively. So, that's the responsibility that we actually have.
How important is it for the health of the team when something like happened with 3 minutes ago with Chris Dunn and Luka, where Jaxson Hayes steps in for his teammate, just to show that he is there to have his back?
We didn't need that moment for Jaxson or for Luka to know that Jaxson got his back. I mean, we're a very close-knit group, so definitely I know Luka appreciated it, and Jaxson is one of our big guys, and look out for all the smaller guys, so it was great that it happened, but it's not like that was a moment in time where we're going to look back and be like, oh, that solidified our season. I thought it was super duper dope though, and to have our guys stick up for one of our guys, but we are a really close knit group.
There was a lot of shot making in the first quarter for both teams. I think it was John Collins, Chris Dunn, like all those guys, like none of them seemed to miss. What was the defensive shift for you guys? 51 points in the second half, and it felt like it started in the second
Just
quarter.
continued on our keys. We understand that guys are going to make shots. It's the NBA. We can't get deterred on what our game plan is. We had a game plan going into the game, and we stuck to it for 48 minutes and paid dividends for us.
Well, obviously it's really early, but you're a guy who's been to 10 NBA finals. Seeing what you've seen, the talent that you have, that Luka has, that AR has, the potential of you guys all playing together, reaching your guys' potential, how far do you think this team goes?
No.
Is there a ceiling?
Well, I mean, it's too early. Obviously, we got to continue to work our habits, continue to build our habits. But getting to the finals is talent. You have to have it, but you have to have some of the intangibles as well. You have a lot of grit, a lot of perseverance, and just a hard head every time you go out there, understanding the job at hand. So that is our aspiration. That's our long-term goal. But right now we got to continue to build days and continue to not. We don't want to take any steps backwards, even if it's in a loss. We don't want to take no steps backwards in the progress and the process of what we want to accomplish. So we're in a good start right now.
Last question.
Lucas said that NBA Cup court was kind of slippery, a little bit dangerous. Did you notice anything in particular about it?
No, I don't know. Did I slip any tonight? I didn't notice it. I seen a couple guys kind of, but I don't know. No answer for it.
Offensively, just the balance, the way you guys attacked. Obviously, you, LeBron, Luka, 99 points combined. What was kind of working for you guys?
We just played the right way, took open shots, but just stuck to schemes and got the ball where we wanted to get it, and we made shots.
You three are able to get yours, but as LeBron said, it's also key to keep everyone involved. You're three guys that are very unselfish, but is it a challenge to kind of keep everyone in rhythm?
No, I think you just pass it to the open person, especially with Bron and Luka. They demand such a double team a lot of the games, and that means someone's going to be open and you can play 4-on-3 basketball. So I think it's just pass it to the open person and let them play basketball.
3-ball going tonight, 45%. Were you guys due for that?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's the third time. Where's Mikey at? I think that's the third time we've shot over 40% from three. Feels good. Yeah, it's beautiful.
Austin, how are you feeling about the chemistry of you, Luka, and LeBron out there together?
Feel great. Me and Brad have a great friendship. Me and Luka deal with each other on the court. It's fun though. I mean, you got, like we were talking about, you got three guys that can make plays that are unselfish at the same time. And when you have that, then everybody's gonna. If you're in the right spot, everybody should eat off that. So it's really fun.
You guys, go for it. You won your NBA group NBA Cup group, I should
Group
say.
B.
Thank you. Group B,
You're welcome,
right?
David.
So you potentially will host the game here and maybe get another chance to go to Vegas. You were one of the guys on the team that won it a couple of years back. Can it be a building block? Obviously, that season didn't end with the championship, but do you think it can be a building block in the early season to get a team into gear and help you from that point through the rest of the year?
I just think continuing to play more games, regardless if it's the cup game or not, is just going to give us opportunity to build something special if we continue to do the right things, listen to schemes, game plan, and all that. Cup game or not, I feel like every game is an opportunity to continue to get better.
A few games ago, JJ was kind of saying he didn't know why you guys were playing so slow at that time. I think it was Charlotte who said that, but it seems like you guys have been picking up the pace a little bit. How much point of emphasis has that been, and how big is LeBron in kind of being a force in transition for you guys?
I mean, when you see a guy in year 23 running as fast as he can up another court, it kind of gets you to keep up. And obviously, him in transition on offense is he's a wrecking ball. He's done it forever, and that's good opportunities for us to get a lot of points in early offense, transition. But it all starts with defensive end, getting stops, rebounds, and then just being able to play a little faster.